Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are good and safe at home. Students, in the previous class I explained you addition and subtraction of integers in the exercise 1A and we finished this exercise. Today we will continue the same chapter and we will discuss about the properties of addition and subtraction of integers. See in the book also. So let us start. Properties of addition and subtraction of integers. Number 1 is closure property. What is the closure property? The sum or difference of two integers is also an integer. It is called the closure property of addition and subtraction. For any two integers a and b, suppose we are taking two integers a and b, then a plus b and a minus b. In both the cases, sum and difference is also an integer. Let me explain with one example. Suppose we are taking two integers, that is minus 5 and 10. First integer a is minus 5 and then second integer b is 10. Then what is the value of a plus b and a minus b? See here. A is equal minus 5 and b is equal 10. Then a plus b. A is minus 5. We can write here minus 5 plus b is 10. When we solve it minus 5 plus 10, it will be plus 5. And this plus 5 is also an integer. Now a minus b. A is minus 5. Then this minus here. B is 10. Minus 5 minus 10. When we simplify it, solve it, we get minus 15. It is also an integer. So according to closure property, when we add two integers or subtract two integers, then sum. Students, when we add two integers, then answer is known as sum. And when we subtract two integers, then answer is known as difference. So when we add two integers or subtract, then their sum or difference is also an integer. This is the closure property. Next, number 2 is commutative property. What is commutative property? See. Commutative property. The sum obtained on adding two integers is the same irrespective of the order in which they are added. Therefore, addition is commutative for integers. It is called the commutative property of addition. How? For any two integers a and b, a plus b is equal b plus a. When the order of the numbers is changed, the difference is different. This is for addition. But when we subtract, then their difference is different. See, again we are taking a is equal minus 5 and b is equal 10. Same integer as we took here. A is equal minus 5, b is equal 10. So student, first we are checking for addition, commutative property of addition. According to this commutative property of addition, a plus b is equal b plus a. Means if we change the order of these integers for addition, a is minus 5 and b is plus 10. What we get? Minus 5 plus 10, we get plus 5. But if we write first b means 10, then this plus a is minus 5. See here, we are writing minus 5 like this. Then it will be 10. This is plus and within bracket is minus. So it will be 10 minus 5. Again it is also 10 minus 5 is equal 5. Both the answers in left hand side and right hand side are same. It means when we add two integers, then their order does not matter. It doesn't matter which number we are writing first. Suppose, let us see one more example. Suppose a is equal minus 9 and b is equal minus 7. Then a plus b. A is minus 9, then this plus, b is minus 7. Now this minus 9, this minus 7. Minus 9 minus 7, you know when two numbers are with same sign, then we add their value. 9 plus 7, 16 and put the same sign. This both are minus, so it will be minus 16. Now if we are writing b plus a, here we have changed the order of these number a plus b. Here a is written first, b is written at second number. Here we have written b first and a as second number. So value of a is minus 7. Then this plus, value of a is minus 9. Now this minus 7, this minus 9. Again minus 7 minus 9, minus 16. Both the answers are same. So we have checked that when we are adding two integers, it doesn't matter what is the order of the integers, in which order we are adding the integers. But in case of subtraction, see, when the order of the numbers is changed, the difference is different. Therefore, subtraction is not commutative for integers. For any two distinct integers a and b, a minus b is not equal b minus a. Let us check this property also. Again, a is equal minus 5 and b is equal 10. First is a minus b. A minus b means a is minus 5, this is minus 5, then this minus we are writing here, then b is 10. So minus 5 minus 10, it is minus 15. Now we are checking for b minus a. B, here we have changed the order. Here a is written first, here b is written first. So value of b is 10, then this minus sign, and value of a is minus 5. So we will write it like this. B is 10, then this minus sign, and a is minus 5. We will write it like this. So these 10, out of this bracket there is minus sign. So this minus 5 will become plus 5. Then 10 plus 5 is equal 15. See, both the answers are different. In case of a minus b, we get minus 15. In case of b minus a, we get plus 15. So, this commutative property is not true for the subtraction. I think up to here clear. Now come to next property, associative property. In associative property, for any three distinct integers a, b and c, a plus b plus c, here see, this b plus c is within bracket equal a plus b plus c. Here a plus b is within bracket. Here last two integers are within bracket. Here first two integers are within bracket. But a minus b minus c is not equal a minus b minus c. Here A minus B is within bracket. Here B minus C is within bracket. So let us check these two properties, associative property for addition and subtraction. Again, see what happens. Let us check. A plus B plus C is equal A plus B plus C. Again, we will take three integers. Suppose A is equal, we are taking minus 6, B is equal 2 and C is equal 4. Then A is equal minus 6. In place of A, we will write minus 6 plus, then this bracket, B is equal 2 plus C is equal 4. Solve it. Minus 6 plus. First we solve this bracket. Within bracket it is 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4, 6. Now minus 6 plus 6 is equal 0. Now solve this right hand side. A is minus 6 plus B is 2, then plus C is equal 4. Solve first this bracket. Minus 6 plus 2 means minus 4. Here both the numbers are with different sign. So we will subtract the smaller one from the larger one. When we subtract this 2 from 6, it is 4 with minus sign. So it is minus 4, then this plus 4. Again we get 0. So see, this associative property is true for the addition. Now let us check for subtraction. Same thing, associative property. Then it will be A minus B minus C is not equal A minus B minus C. Put the value same. A is equal minus 6. Then this minus bracket. B is equal 2 minus C is equal 4. This minus 6. Then this minus. Solve this 2 minus 4. It will be minus 2. Now this minus 6. Out of this bracket it is minus. So it will be written as plus 2. Minus 6 plus 2. Again minus 4. As here minus 6 plus 2 minus 4. Now solve this right hand side. A is equal minus 6, then this minus, B is equal 2, then this minus, C is equal 4. First solve this bracket. Minus 6 minus 2 minus 8. Both the numbers, both the integers are with minus sign. So we will add their numerical value. 6 plus 2 8. Then this minus 4. Now solve these two brackets. Minus 8 minus 4. Again both the integers are with minus sign. So again we will add their numerical value. 8 plus 4 12 with minus sign. So in left hand side we are getting minus 8 and in left hand side we are getting minus 12. It means associative property is true for addition but not true for subtraction. So we write like this: A plus B plus C is equal A plus B plus C, and in case of subtraction A minus within bracket B minus C is not equal A minus B minus C. Clear? See here. Therefore, addition of integers is associative, but subtraction of integer is not associative. Now come to additive identity. Next property, number 4. Additive identity. The number which when added to any number gives back the same number is called additive identity. Again, see it. The number which when added to any number which gives back the same number is called additive identity. वो नंबर जब किसी नंबर में ऐड किया जाता है और आंसर हमें सेम वही नंबर मिल जाता है, देन उस नंबर को, जो नंबर हमने ऐड किया उसको हम एडिटिव आइडेंटिटी बोलते हैं. 0 is an additive identity for whole numbers. On adding 0 to any integer we get the same integer. When we add 0 to any integer we get the same integer to which we are adding 0. Therefore 0 is the additive identity for integers. For any integer a plus 0 is equal 0 plus a equal a. See, what is the meaning? If we take 5 plus 0, then we get the same number as answer 5. If we are adding, suppose minus 4 plus 0, again we are getting same number, minus 4. So this 0 is known as additive identity because when we add this 0 to any number, जब हम 0 को किसी भी नंबर में ऐड करते हैं, then we get the same number as a answer. Clear? So what is the additive identity for any integer or any whole number? 0 is the additive identity for any whole number or any integer. Now come to next property number 5, additive inverse. The additive inverse of an integer is that number which when added to its opposite gives 0. Again I am reading. The additive inverse of an integer is that number which when added to its opposite gives 0. Thus an integer and its opposite are called the additive inverse of each other. For any integer a, minus a is its opposite and vice versa, such that a plus minus a is equal 0 or minus a plus a is equal 0. See, what is the meaning of this property? We are taking, suppose, minus 5. When we add to this minus 5 plus 5, like this, when we add minus plus 5 to minus 5, we get 0. If we are taking, suppose, 7, when we add minus 7 to 7, again we get 0. Minus 5 plus 5 means this minus 5 plus 5 is equal 0. 7 plus minus 7 means 7 and minus 7 is equal 0. If we take any integer or any whole number, suppose we are taking 100. This is plus 100. When we add minus 100 to this 1 plus 100, we get 0. So, opposite number, additive inverse of an integer is that number. किसी भी एक इंटीजर का एडिटिव इनवर्स वो नंबर है विच व्हेन एडिड टू इट्स अपोजिट गिव्स 0. सो इफ एनीवन आस्क्स यू व्हाट इज द एडिटिव इनवर्स ऑफ 7, व्हाट विल यू गिव आंसर? एडिटिव इनवर्स ऑफ 7 इज minus 7. And what is the additive inverse of minus 7? It is plus 7. What is the additive inverse of 10? 10 means plus 10. So what is the additive inverse of 10? Additive inverse of 10 is minus 10. What is the additive inverse of minus 20? Additive inverse of minus 20 is plus 20. Clear? Thus an integer and its opposite are called the additive inverse of each other. Plus 7 and minus 7 are the additive inverse of each other. Plus 7 and minus 7 एक दूसरे के additive inverse हैं. And students, no additive inverse for 0 because 0 does not carry, 0 neither carry plus sign nor minus sign. So what is the additive inverse of 0? 0 is 0. So these are the properties of integers. You have to write all these properties in your notebook with date. All these properties will be written in your notebook in neat and clean handwriting, as I have written here in the same pattern. Okay. Now let us start exercise 1B. This is the exercise 1B. I have written these questions in my register already. Let us start. See, fill in the blanks. We have to fill these blanks. here a part, here it is the blank, then plus minus 10 equal 25 plus here it is blank. How many numbers are here, students? 2 integers. 1 and 1, 2. 1 and 1, 2. Then here I explained you commutative property. In commutative property, a plus b is equal b plus a. So see here, this is a integer and this is b. It will be, here it is 25, then we will write here 25. It is minus 10, here we will write minus 10. Which property? This is commutative property of addition. Next, minus 49 plus dash 0. Just now I explained this property, which is additive inverse. Here see, additive inverse. In additive inverse, a plus minus a is equal 0 or minus a plus a is equal 0. So this is minus a plus a. It is minus 49. Here we will write 49 equal 0. If we are getting 0, it means this is additive inverse. We will write here additive inverse. Now come to third blank. See here, how many blanks here, how many numbers are here? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If we compare both sides, left and right hand side, left side and right side. See here, in left hand side there are 2 integers, 14 and 8. And in right hand side there is only one integer, minus 15, which is not here, which is missing in left hand side. So we can write this minus 15 here. Now these 2 integers, 14 and 8, we can write in right hand side. We write here 14 and plus 8. See now, compare both the side. A plus b plus c. A plus b plus c. Here this bracket is for b plus c and here this bracket is for a plus b. So which is this property? This is associative property. See here, a plus b plus c is equal a plus b plus c. So we can write here associative property of addition. Now come to here, next blank. It is minus 32 plus fill in the blank, minus 21 plus fill in the blank. Again here in left hand side 2 integer, here also 2 integers. If we compare both the integers, here it is minus 32, second blank, here it is minus 21. So we can write this minus 21 here and we can write this minus 32 this side like this. Now both the sides are equal. So which property is this? This is just like this, commutative property. Commutative property of addition. Now come to last blank. Here it is blank plus 0 equal 100. Here we are adding 0 to this number and we are getting 100. See here, I told you in additive identity. What is the additive identity? On adding 0 to any integer, we get the same integer. So here we are adding 0. What number should we write here? Here we should write 100. When we add 0 to 100, we get same number 0. Sorry, 100. Clear up to here? Now come to second question. Answer the following. Its A part is write a pair of integer whose sum is minus 9. In this question, students, we have to write a pair of integer. Pair of integers, two integers. Whose sum means plus sign. We have to write two integers in this way that their sum is minus 9. So there are many integers. We can write so many integers in this way that their sum is minus 9. See here. If we write first integer minus 3 and second integer minus 6, and in between them we will put plus sign. Now solve it. Minus 3 and this will be minus 6. Then when we solve it, we get minus 9. Clear? This is the first answer. See second one. If we write first integer minus 11 and second integer plus 2 and solve it, minus 11, this is plus 2, then again we will get minus 9. Now come to third. It is first integer is 7 and second integer is minus 16. 7, it will be written as minus 16. Again we get minus 9. So I have given you three answers in which we can write a pair of integers that their sum is minus 9. In this same way, you can also write, there are so many answers, unlimited answers, which we can write in this way that their sum is minus 9. Now come to second part. Write a pair of integers whose difference is minus 7. What is the difference between this question and this question? See, write a pair of integers, whose difference, here their difference should be minus 7, here their sum should be minus 9. So again I have given you three answers. See, if we write minus 2 and second integer is plus 5. First integer we are writing minus 2 and second we are writing plus 5. Now solve it. First integer is minus 2. Out of this bracket minus sign, then it plus sign 5 will be written as minus 5. When we solve it, we get minus 7. Here we will put minus sign because here we have to find out difference. In this question we will put plus sign because here we have to find out sum. So minus 2 and this plus 5 will be written as minus 5. It will become minus 2 minus 5 minus 7. Now see second part, second answer. I have written first integer plus 9 and second integer plus 16. Plus 9 will be written as it is. Again out of this bracket there is minus sign. So we will write this plus 16 as minus 16. Again when we solve it, both the integers are with different signs. So we will subtract. We subtract 9 from 16. Then we get minus 7 again. Come to third one. First integer is minus 12. Second integer is minus 5. First integer minus 12 will be written as it is. Out of this bracket minus sign. So we will write this minus 5 as plus 5. When we solve this, both the integers are with different sign. So again we will subtract. This time we will subtract this 5 from 12. So we will get again minus 7. So students, in this type of question, there is no limit of answers. Just we have to think and we have to set the integers in this way that our condition will be filled. Our condition should be filled. What is the condition? Here sum should be minus 9. Here difference should be minus 7. Its remaining parts we will do in the next class. Okay students? Thank you students.